Traders, FX Pip Collector here. Today is Thursday, February 26th, and this is my morning market breakdown of the dollar pairs, including gold and a couple of the yen pairs. As always, we start off with the US dollar index because that basically tells us what to do on all the dollar pairs themselves. So the dollar's been very sideways, kind of drifting down a little bit. We got our Fibonacci retracement from here to here. Like I've been saying for at least a week now, I think this is either an A or a 1, this is either a B or a 2, which means we're either in a 3 or we're in a C. And the fact that it made like an impulsive up and now it's sideways really makes me think that this is a wave 3. I think this is a wave 1, I think this is a wave 2, and I think eventually this is actually going to keep on going up for wave 3, 4, and 5. I think this is potentially going to turn up on the weekly time frame like I was saying in my live stream yesterday when I did the full top-down analysis. I think the dollar is potentially going to be bullish for pretty much the whole year. Now, we do have to keep all options in mind. I mean, if it goes up, takes out the highs, bounces from the Fibonacci retracement level of this last push down and, makes an impulsive down, then fine, it's down. But for now, I am definitely looking at this as potentially just a pullback within an uptrend. So, you go down to about the maybe 4 to 2 hour time frame, you see one wave down, you see one corrective wave up, you see another wave down, you see a Fibonacci bounce. It kind of, to me, already looks like this is potentially over. If this is actually already over, which it might not be, it might actually go down one more time, grab some liquidity, maybe even hit the 61%. But I do think there's a very good likelihood that this is going to go up. And like I was showing on the daily, I think this might even end up turning into a wave 3. I think it could be a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and I think it potentially is going to make a strong move to the upside once it's ready. So we need to take this information right here and we need to apply it to the dollar pairs themselves because that's basically going to tell us what direction to trade on the dollar pairs themselves. So moving down to the euro dollar. If the dollar index is going to continue to trend up, then the euro dollar is going to continue to trend down, which means this move up right here is potentially just a pullback to this move down. If this was really going up like this, like I've been talking about it could, then this move up right here would be very impulsive. And this move up is not impulsive whatsoever. It's very slow, very corrective. Makes me think even more that this really is going to end up continuing the downtrend and then eventually is going to end up going down and breaking this low down here. So, anyways, taking it down to the 1 hour time frame, that means I would potentially be looking for shorts. Unfortunately, there's already a short made in the ACID session, so if you didn't get short already right here, or if you didn't get short right here, then you're potentially going to have to wait for the next setup. Now, I do have my Fibonacci retracement on the 1 hour time frame from here to here, just in case it does give a good fib bounce, because it never really did retest that 50%. There is a pretty good likelihood that maybe it's going to go up, retest that 50%, grab these highs over here, and then end up continuing down. I personally am not going to go long, even if it does do that, because I'm only looking for shorts right now. And I think that the likelihood is even better that it's actually just going to keep on going down anyway. So I'm going to continue to look for shorts every pullback I see based on the US dollar analysis. Moving on to the pound dollar. Pound dollar, pretty much the same story. I've been saying for a while that it could end up going up, and this could be like an A, B, C right here. And it definitely still could be, but based on what I see on the dollar index, I still think that this move up is potentially just a pullback to the last move down. We just got a 61% fib bounce. I wouldn't be surprised if this does end up starting a pretty decent push down towards the end of the week. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, just like the euro dollar, we got our Fibonacci retracement on this move right here. This is very clearly 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. So really, this potentially could be a pullback to these 5 waves. But I personally think, based on the dollar analysis, that anything we see to the upside is probably just going to be a pullback within a downtrend. Like I said, all my main direction on all these dollar pairs is based on this US dollar index. So if I think the dollar index could keep going up, then I have to think that this could keep going down, which is why I would still be looking for shorts on this. You can put your Fibonacci retracement on here and you can watch to see if you get a break to the upside at a fib level. And if you do, you potentially could try to go long. But keep in mind that the dollar index is also very bullish, and that potentially is going to cause this to continue down. So moving on to the Aussie dollar, the Aussie dollar is still one of the strongest currencies that we have. So it's still a little bit dangerous to sort it too much. It potentially is going to go up and make a double top here. We got a Fibonacci level right here. Maybe it is going to go down here. Maybe it's not going to go down here. Right now, the Aussie dollar is definitely still telling us to look for longs. I had a really good long on the Aussie dollar yesterday, which I shared with the group at the exact time of entry. We got long literally right down here, and we rode it all the way up until market close. So that was a beautiful trade right there. And I personally, even though the dollar index I think could keep going up, I would personally prefer to continue to look for logs on the Aussie dollar until proven otherwise. If the dollar index keeps going up, then maybe this is going to go down. Maybe it is going to start giving us some breaks of structure. And if it does turn on the daily time frame, then I'll start looking for shorts after the turn happens, after it's confirmed turn. But as of right now, I would still potentially be putting my Fibonacci retracement out here. I would potentially still be looking at these Fibonacci levels as opportunities to go long every single chance I get. Moving on to the US dollar CAD, US dollar CAD is another one where this move right here, if this was really turning down, it would be impulsive, and it's not impulsive, it's sideways corrective. Really makes me think that this is going to go up again. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is not an ABC, like I've been saying, but it's actually a 1, 2, 3, and it just keeps on going up and breaks the higher time frame structure. I think that's the more likely scenario, personally. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, this is where I got my Fibonacci retracement on there. We did make a pretty decent little turn this morning, and it is trying to break structure. So perhaps this is already starting a move to the upside. It could be a little bit of a sideways day, but basically because of the higher time frames, I think that this potentially could keep on going up, especially because this move right here looks very, very effective in my eyes. It looks like a potential ABC. Most wave Cs do take out the low of wave A, but oftentimes you do get higher lows in an uptrend, like a running ABC. So it potentially could already be over. We definitely do have a break to the upside at a fib level, so that is a pretty good sign that this could be already heading back up. Moving on to the US dollar Swiss, back up to the daily time frame. Dollar Swiss is another one. I mean, look how corrective this move down was. This really, really makes me think that this is going up. And I really wouldn't be surprised over the next several weeks if it just continued to make higher highs, higher lows. And this is not an ABC, but it's actually a wave one, a wave two, and it's currently in a wave three, which would line up very well with my US dollar analysis. Yeah, wow. US dollar Swiss is actually very impulsive this morning. I think there's a very, very good likelihood this right here is the end of a pullback. I think this is an A, probably a wave B and a wave C, or maybe it's a WXY. I don't really care how you label it. I do have my Fibonacci retracement on here, but I think that it's more likely going to blow through all these Fibonacci levels. I think it's going to go back up to these highs, and it's probably going to keep on going. So I am definitely still looking for longs. I mean, unfortunately, if you're not already long from this morning, you might have to wait patiently for a pullback in order to get long, but I personally would still be doing nothing but looking for longs in an uptrend. Moving on to gold. Gold hasn't really done a whole lot these last couple of days. How it's going to get there, I really don't know, but I do think that it's going to go up to the 78%, which is right around 5,345. Whether it's a wave B and whether it's going to go up there and turn down like this, I don't know. I think that's the most likely thing to happen. But with gold, we have to realize that it could just continue to make higher lows. It could just be higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. It definitely, definitely could go up and make a new high very, very easily. So, I mean, longs still need to be our main priority. The last several days, I've been saying that it looks like it needs to go down on the 1 hour time frame because it looks like a potential A, looks like a potential B, looks like it could potentially go down for a C. But every single day, I say that this is probably not a good idea to try to go short because the daily is up, the weekly is up, the monthly is up, the 4 hour time frame is up. We go down to the 1 hour time frame and we're like, oh, this looks like it's going to go down like that. And then what happens is you go short and then it just shoots right back up, which is why I personally would be focused on going long here, going long there, 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 there. I would go long every single chance I got. Even if it does go down like this, I would still be trying to go long at the bottom and still be trying to get the continuation of this uptrend because the higher time frame is up. Every single higher time frame is up from the 4 hour, daily, weekly, and monthly time frame. You do not want to fight this trend. This is an extremely strong trend. So going to the US dollar yen, US dollar yen pairs, they still potentially could end up making a lower high, lower high. It could turn at the 78%, and if it does turn at the 78%, we should be able to recognize it. But, it did end up making a higher low here, so I wouldn't be surprised if it did go up and take out this high, and maybe this is just like a really steep ABC correction within a downtrend, or maybe we're back into the weekly time frame uptrend. The weekly and the monthly potentially could continue their uptrends very easily. I definitely would still be looking for longs on this. Yesterday, I was saying that perhaps it was going to be a wave forward. It definitely ended up being not a wave four. It stretched out way beyond that. It definitely had that 1, 2, 3 look to it, but I guess it never wanted to make a wave five. But I would still have my Fibonacci retracement from here to here. Now, if it goes down and takes out the 100%, the low right here, then it is a much more significant turn. If it takes out this low, then the daily it most likely has turned. If it doesn't take out this low but respects the Fibonacci level and goes up, then it's still making higher highs, higher lows, and we're still only looking for longs in an uptrend. The higher time frames are definitely start telling us to look for longs, but if it breaks down, that's our cue to start looking for shorts on pullbacks. Moving on to the euro again, back up to the daily time frame. We're not even at a Fibonacci level on the euro yet. I mean, the next big area of resistance for me is right here. And, this is all very, very corrective, very sideways. This easily could keep on going up. And it's probably more likely that that is what's going to happen on the yen pairs, is they're going to probably go up and make new highs. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, I'm definitely still recommending longs. I have my Fibonacci retracement on the last impulsive move up, which this one did make 5 waves, which is very nice. So this move down probably is a pullback to the last 5 waves up. If it goes down and takes out this 100%, which is the low right here, then that's my cue to start looking for shorts after it breaks and after it makes a pullback. Otherwise, I would be looking at this move down as likely just a pullback within an uptrend. The trend is definitely still up. We are definitely still watching our Fibonacci levels. Perhaps like the 50 or the 61% would be a likely area for this to turn back up. Moving on to the pound yen. The pound yen is basically exactly the same thing. This potentially could keep going up, which is probably the most likely what's going to happen, or it could potentially break to the downside at a fib level and then make a lower high and go down. If it breaks to the downside at fib level, then we'll just simply stop looking for longs and start looking for shorts again. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, this one also made a nice 5 waves. The dollar yen is the only one that really didn't make a nice 5 waves up. And most likely we are in a pullback to the last 5 waves. So we're watching our fib levels. We just bounced from the 61%. It could respect this area and keep going up. It could go down to the 78%. I don't really know which level it's going to go to, but I think there's a very good likelihood that it will make a higher low, bounce from one of these fib levels, and keep on going up. If it does decide to go down and take out this 100%, then that's fine by me. After it breaks the 100%, I will start looking for shorts on pullbacks. We need to allow the market to tell us what to do, and if it goes down and breaks this low, that's the market telling us that we have a turn on the daily, and that's the market telling us that it's time to start looking for shorts. Right now, on the daily time frame, the market is definitely telling us to continue to look for longs every single chance we get. So anyways, don't forget to check out my website if you'd like to follow along with all my trades and be part of a great trading community on Discord. And also, as always, thank you for watching and happy trading.